What if the classroom you once sat in wasn't empty after all? Hidden in America's most ordinary schools lie chilling secrets and restless spirits that refuse to leave. Today, we're counting down the top 10 haunted schools in America, where ghostly sightings, unexplained noises, and spine-tingling encounters have been captured time and time again. Stay with me, because some of these stories will make you think twice before going back to school. 1. Pocutello High School, Pocatello, Idaho. In the heart of Pocatello, Idaho, stands a school cloaked in whispers and shadows. Pocatello High School, once touched by fire in 1914 and rebuilt in 1918, now harbors more than just history. It holds on to spirits that never left. The haunting gained national attention in 2014 when a security camera recorded flickering lights and a ghostly figure drifting from the bathroom on a holiday night. But this wasn't the first encounter. Custodians speak of a lady in a vintage dress gliding through the darkened theater. Students have glimpsed a spirit lurking in the gym. Others swear they've seen a silent woman seated in the library window when the school was locked and empty. Don Cotent, a former principal, recalls late nights alone in his office when loud thuds echoed from beneath the floorboards, like someone angrily pounding with a broom handle. He'd stomp and shout, but no one ever answered. Ghost investigators were summoned, uncovering ties to 6 tragic deaths on the property. In 2019, even Aplanese ghost hunters explored its eerie halls. They encountered drained batteries, chilling voices, and a presence that suggested the dead still linger at Pocutello High. 2. Tennessee High School, Bristol, Tennessee. Tennessee High School, once called the Fifth Street School, when it opened in 1939, hides a trio of restless spirits within its aging brick walls. Though the building has expanded over the decades, the hauntings remain bound to the original structure, where tragedy left its mark. The most well-known spirit is Agnes, a student who died in a horrifying accident on her way to class night. Her car was struck by a train at the nearby crossing, and ever since, her ghost has lingered. She's been seen drifting through the auditorium's TV booth, her presence cold and sorrowful. In quiet moments, some still hear footsteps echoing down long carpeted halls, where once bare floors told stories of the past. At times, students report seeing a girl in a white dress silently moving through the corridors, vanishing before they can speak. Then comes the ghost train. With a thunderous roar, it barrels from the gym, shaking walls and rattling doors as it charges down the hallway, an echo of the engine that took Agnes's life. And there's one more soul trapped in time. A young athlete who died after being struck by a car following a game. His ghost is seen near the fields, still cheering from the sidelines, bound to the thrill of victory he never finished. 3. Lincoln High School, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Opened in 1965, Lincoln High School seems like an ordinary school at first glance, but its halls echo with whispers and shadows. Strangely, no deaths have ever been recorded on the property, yet it remains one of South Dakota's most haunted educational institutions. Late at night, footsteps echo down empty corridors. Keys rattle behind unsuspecting staff members, but no one is ever there. Doors swing open and shut of their own will. Chairs in the basement appear in places no one recalls putting them. Knocks and bangs ring from the boiler room, even when the machines are silent. But the most terrifying presence? A towering, 10-foot-tall figure in a trench coat floats eerily 6 feet above the auditorium stage before fading into nothing. Others have seen flashes of light and a silhouette rushing past windows no one should be near. Then, there's a chilling tale of a teacher named Char. As she entered a quiet room, a voice called out to her, clear and familiar. It was her late husband's voice, saying, "Char, come here. I got a joke to tell you." He used to say it in life, and now, from beyond, he still does. Four, El Paso High School, El Paso, Texas. High atop a hill in El Paso, Texas, looms El Paso High School, one of the most terrifyingly haunted schools in the nation. Its marble halls echo with strange whispers, and a thick mist is said to roll in where no wind should blow. The most disturbing piece of evidence? A class photo from 1985. At first glance, it seems ordinary, until you spot her. A blurred figure in white standing among the students, her face pale and unrecognizable. No one remembers her being there, because she wasn't. Legend says she was a young girl who leapt to her death from a high balcony, a place now avoided by students. Some swear they've seen her reenact her final moments, falling through the air, only to vanish before hitting the ground. But hers is not the only restless spirit. A football player who died tragically from a broken neck during a game is still seen sprinting along the field under the stadium lights, long after the final whistle. The school's abandoned halls seal themselves off, yet fog seeps through the cracks. From the ceilings, a strange, cold goo drips with no source, no explanation. Inside El Paso High, something lingers, and it doesn't want to be forgotten. Five, Whley High School, Whley, Utah. Since its opening in 1965, Whley High School has been the setting for eerie whispers and unexplained encounters, many attributed to not one, but three distinct spirits that roam its halls. The first is known only as Backstage Mabel. No one knows who she was, how she died, or even why she's tied to the school. Yet everyone knows her name. Mabel lingers in the auditorium, especially along the winding backstage staircase. Mischievous and playful, she flickers lights, vanishes props, and delights in confusing stage crews with her ghostly pranks. Then there's the lady in the purple hat, far more sinister. Always clad in her eerie violet headwear, she attempts to lure the curious to follow her. Witnesses speak of a thick wave of dread that accompanies her presence, a heavy, evil energy that presses into the soul. The final spirit is more elusive, wandering the halls with silent intensity. Students and staff report feeling watched, even when the halls are nearly empty. Some believe this is the ghost of a young boy, killed by a train long ago, still drifting between locker-lined corridors, unseen but deeply felt. At Whley High, the dead don't rest. They wander, they watch, and they wait. Six, Urbana High School, Urbana, Illinois. Perched quietly in Urbana, Illinois, stands a school with secrets sealed in stone. Urbana High School is home to one of the most chilling legends in the Midwest, its haunted tower. Though long closed off, whispers say a hidden doorway still grants access, but only a few know where it lies. The tower once held active classrooms, but now it harbors ghosts. The most tragic is the spirit of a female teacher who fell in love with a student. Her heartbreak drove her to hang herself from the rafters of the tower. Now, her spirit lingers, mourning, watching. Lights are seen flickering in the tower's windows at night, though no one has been up there in years. She's not alone. A second ghost was entangled in a doomed love triangle with a married teacher. Some say betrayal drove her mad. Others believe she never left. Loud tapping sounds echo from the tower, even when it stands untouched. And then there's the boy. Another suicide. Another spirit trapped within the school's walls. His presence is cold, silent, but known. Strangest of all, every time the fourth floor is repainted, the paint peels within a month. No matter how fresh the coat, the walls reject it, as if the building itself refuses to forget. At Urbana High, heartbreak lingers long after the final bell. Seven, Farrar Elementary School, Maxwell, Iowa. In the quiet town of Maxwell, Iowa, Farrar Elementary School holds a haunting few expect from a place filled with children's laughter. Behind its cheerful walls, stories swirl of unexplained noises and shadowy figures glimpsed in empty classrooms. Teachers and janitors alike have reported hearing faint whispers and footsteps echoing down the halls long after the school has closed for the day. Some say the spirit of a former staff member lingers, an unseen guardian watching over the school, yet sometimes unsettling those who cross her path. Doors are known to creak open on their own, lights flicker without cause, and once, a chilling cold spot was felt near the old library nook. Though no tragedies have been widely documented here, the restless energy remains, a quiet reminder that not all who once walked these halls have truly left. Farrar Elementary may seem peaceful, but those who listen closely know the past still whispers softly through its corridors. Eight, Matthew Whley Elementary School, Williamsburg, Virginia. Nestled in the historic town of Williamsburg, Virginia, Matthew Whley Elementary School carries a legacy as old as America itself. Named after Matthew Whley, a colonial boy who died at just 9 years old in 1705, the school has been moved 3 times, yet his restless spirit remains. Matthew's mother honored him by expanding the small grammar school he once attended, known as Mattie's School. Through the Revolutionary and Civil Wars, the school endured and relocated to its present home at 301 Scotland Street. Students and staff alike speak of Matthew's ghostly figure, small and fleeting, seen in restrooms, wandering playgrounds, and even near the path to the Capitol. On Halloween nights, his apparition joins 2 other boy spirits, believed to be victims of cruel beatings and lynchings, their tragic pasts etched into the very soil. Beyond these 3, many other restless souls haunt Williamsburg streets and buildings, weaving a chilling tapestry of colonial history and unresolved sorrow. At Matthew Whley School, history isn't just remembered, it lingers, unseen but deeply felt. 9. Fordham University, Bronx, New York. Founded in 1841, Fordham University's Rose Hill campus holds more than just academic history. It hides tales of restless spirits. Students and staff have reported eerie footsteps echoing through the stone halls late at night, mysterious lights flickering in empty classrooms, and sudden cold drafts in sealed-off areas. One of the most talked about ghosts is said to roam the old Keating Hall, where the apparition of a former professor dressed in early 20th century attire has been spotted, silently wandering corridors as if still preparing for lectures long past. Whispers tell of a ghostly figure near the university's chapel and unexplained noises that disrupt quiet study nights, leaving students to wonder, are these just campus legends or something more? At Fordham, the past never quite stays buried. 10. Fallsvale Elementary School, Forest Falls, California. Tucked deep within the forested hills of Forest Falls, California, Fallsvale Elementary is known not just for its classrooms, but for the playful spirits said to roam its grounds. Students and teachers alike tell stories of ghost children who emerge from the surrounding woods, joining in games and laughter as if part of the school community. These spectral children are so familiar that current students even know their names, treating their presence as a natural part of school life. Some paranormal experts suggest that the source of these ghostly visitors might not be the forest itself, but an old, abandoned school building nearby, possibly the heart of the mysterious activity that continues to enchant and unsettle Fallsvale Elementary to this day. So, which haunted school sent chills down your spine the most? Would you dare to step inside these halls after dark? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more terrifying tales from haunted places all over America, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because the next ghost story might be closer than you think. Thanks for watching, if you're brave enough to come back.